boys and girls. This is Ms. Burkholtz here from her home here in Murfreesboro. Today, continue on with my theme of Earth Day and drawing endangered animals. We are going to draw another really famous endangered animal, the elephant. Now, there are several different types of elephants that are endangered. This one is the African elephant. You can tell because of the larger ears. And I thought the ears in the African elephant are just so much more fun to draw because they're large and very, very textured. For this project, if you just want to do the drawing part as shown, you're just going to need a pencil, an eraser, and a piece of paper. If you want to add in earth colors and kind of like a painting, tie-dye kind of look, you're going to need some earth colors. I have green and blue here, a paintbrush or a sponge, and a bit of water. So while you're going ahead and getting all those supplies together and ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and read my Bob Ross quote for you today. This one says, "Go out on a limb, that's where the fruit is." I like the going out on a limb. Don't know if you should be climbing all the way out to where the fruit is. The branch would probably fall and you would get hurt. Alright, so just the face. It has tons of bumps, but the basic shape is pretty simple. Y'all ready to go? Alright. Here we go. Step 1, our paper is going to be going up and down, and towards the middle top we're going to draw a circle. Remember my saying, keep it light until it's right. We're going to draw a curve that goes across the circle. It's about where our eyes are going to go. And a big, huge J, this is going to be our trunk. So this way we've left plenty of room for the trunk and the ears. Speaking of ears, we're going to go ahead and draw curve going out on either side. Swing down and in, down and in. Try to keep them about the same size. It's going to be impossible to be perfect. Just do your best. Ooh, wow, mine are way off. And I'm going to curve back in like that. There we go. Better. On either side, very close to where these ears came in, I'm going to draw 2 lines going out and down. Y'all know what these are? Did you say tusks? You are correct. They are tusks. Alright, next we're going to draw the little part of the face, or the skin that kind of goes around the tusk. So I'm going to draw a curve out, over, and in. Okay? So same thing on the side. Curve, out, over, pretending there's a tusk there, and and just above there on either side towards the outside of the face, right on this curve line, we're going to draw what looks like a tilted football. So our eyes, there's going to be a little, well, it kind of looks like it's man, but it's supposed to be a little bit of a dent to where the eyes are folded. Okay? You can go ahead and erase that middle line. You don't need it anymore. That was just to line things up. And you can erase that little ball part. There we go. And yeah, I guess even that middle line right there. Keep it right here though. Okay? All good? Hanging in? Alright. Now for the mini bumps of an elephant head. They have a big set of bumps right here at the tippy top of their head. 2 bumps. Okay. And then we have a couple of bumps going out and in on the side. See how it bumps out where the eyes are? Out. Curves back in. A little bit. And there's some bumps in the ears. Okay. So the ears are actually bigger than what we've drawn. We just tried to get the basics down. So I'm going to curve up, out, down. This is the fun part, or what I think is the fun part of the ear, are the wobbles. There's a kind of a jagged, bumpy, wobbly part of the ear. Fun. Same thing on the other side. Up, out, a little bit down. And sometimes if I'm not sure if my shapes are even, I flip it upside down and don't think of it as an elephant. I just try to look at it as just a shape. Yeah, it looks okay. Go ahead and wobbling it in and out, and in. All right, I can go ahead and erase my markers for that one. That was just to help me keep things even. Most of the major stuff is now sketched out. A good part of what we're going to be spending our time on is just wrinkles and lights and darks, which makes that texture so much more fun than a smooth animal. Elephants have so much texture. All right, now for the big moment we've been waiting for, the trunk. All right, from here, right near where my eyes are, I'm gonna draw a line going down, and it's gonna follow the curve, curving around, and I'm just gonna stop right there and wait for the other side. Same thing on the other side, very near where my eye is. Y'all see it? Following along okay? And it's gonna get a little bit closer to the middle as I go down and in. And here, instead of just stopping, I'm gonna have it curl around. Just makes it more of a fun, playful shape. To me anyway. Y'all don't have to do it that way. And now I can erase my last guiding line because we have our actual shape of a realistic elephant. All good to go. Our tusk. Oh shoot, that's our last guiding line. Never mind. It's just kind of like a rhino tusk if you remember drawing that one. It's a long pointed cone, and that bump that we made earlier gonna come out of that bump. All right, here we go. I'm gonna make this part of the trunk a little wider. There, that's a little wider. Good. Now we can erase that line. Right, y'all hanging in? Doing all right? Yeah? Good? Okay. I'm gonna make my trunk a little wider. I think I went way too skinny right here. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now that I'm finally on the same page, I'm gonna go ahead and shade in a little bit of my eyes, leaving a shine there. Make sure that part is really, really dark, because we're gonna do a ton of shading, and we want the eyes to still shine out, shine bright. All right, before we shade, do a couple of texture lines. A little curve on the top, either side, very lightly curving out and down. Do a couple lines. Leathery part of the ear. You would have a couple of wrinkles going up. Plenty of wrinkles around the eye. When in doubt, add wrinkles. An elephant is covered in wrinkles. Does anyone know why they're especially wrinkly? No? They actually don't have any sweat glands. And so their skin gets super dry and they get really, really hot, which is why you often see elephants using their trunks to give themselves a bath, and that's just so they can finally cool off against the heat. Alright, the wrinkles in the trunk are going to be the strongest and most prominent ones. They're kind of a bunch of curves going across because it is, even though it's very wrinkly and it moves around a lot, it is a cylinder kind of shape. Alright, this is the basic part of our texture. Slowly go up and in. And here comes the values. Taking your pencil, turning it sideways. I'm going to start with the darkest areas, and the darkest areas are always where stuff is popping in and not popping out. So the middle of the head is the part that's going to come out, right? That's where the sun would hit it. The top of the ears is where the sun would hit it. The middle of the tusks. But they would be very dark in here. It's going to be dark on the edge here. And around the eyes, there's going to be a little bit of dark. So if you'd like to follow along while I'm shading, you can. Or if you just want to go ahead and fast forward through this part, that's great too. Up to you. This kind of shading is a little bit easier than shading something really smooth that's metal, or just maybe like a sharp texture, because you have to be very, very smooth and hide all your lines. This you don't really have to hide lines because an elephant is covered in lines. It's very, very, very wrinkly.